Welcome back to the Salem Phantoms franchise. This is episode 3 of the regular season in 2052. We ended up winning the first game 10-5 and then dropping the second one 9-3. And now we have our upcoming series against the Motor City Mustangs, who are 6-4 so far. I wanted to play the first game of the series just because we've already gotten a look at Derek Newsom and Lou Reyes, who are the latter two pitchers to pitch in this series. We'll be using Johnny Cabrera, who went 8 innings strong and got the win with no earned runs in his first matchup. And then from here on out, we'll start to move things a little bit more forward in terms of the franchise, the middle of the season. I'll likely simulate into late April here as we play Ottawa or Baltimore near the end of the month after this game. But really wanted to play the Motor City Mustangs, one of my favorite logos that I made for this franchise. And also, we're looking to get some revenge on them for some of their past playoff knockouts that they've had over the years. So again, we're 7-2, average just under 300. ERA is great, 2.56. In both of the games that I've played so far, I've only given up 1 run in each of those matchups. We won 8-1 against the Patriots and then 5-1 against the Ballers. So this is our 5th starter in the rotation, so might be a little bit harder to pitch with as we get into the season here. We're at Iron Horse Stadium, home of the Mustangs. I thought it fit. Team is looking rested. McBride is starting to get a little bit low on energy, but as we're facing a right-handed pitcher, I'm going to give him the start today. So a good matchup between two solid teams. Again, both of these teams over 500 in their first 9 or 10 games to this point. And our second road game of the season will take place in the Motor City. There's a car in the background, which also kind of works. I mean, Detroit doesn't look like this desolate mud pit with mountains in the background, but I mean, Iron Horse Stadium plus the cars in the background, I thought it went well. We also have the regional broadcast for the first time this season. Our first look at that. Unfortunately, does not add the logos that we have to the game, like with some of those 3D elements that you see with the normal 30 MLB teams. 3-1 count to Ricky Taylor so far. That's going to be a chopper to the shortstop. Good strong throw is going to beat him by a step. And Taylor is thrown out to begin the game. Get a look at the lineup here as I'm kind of blocking it, but Ricky Taylor got his batting average above 200, still not doing great. Campio, meanwhile, still batting .469. Had the home run for us last time as we played the Ballers. McCall did not play last game, but is batting .300. Ooh, nasty curveball there for out number 2. Good snap to that one, caught me off balance. And we have 2 away here to begin the game. My PCI, wow, that was way worse than I thought. Cervantes, meanwhile, sits on the curveball, gets a good piece of it. It's going to get to the warning track, and the fielder crashes into the wall, making the catch. Went about 370 to 380 feet. Not quite enough to get out of here. Good solid play there by the Mustangs for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's a look at Johnny Cabrera. Again, 8 innings strong, gave up 4 hits, 2 walks in his first start. No earned runs. And he's looking to continue that scoreless streak. Let's get a look there at his pitches. 2-seam fastball, slider, changeup, splitter, curveball. So you have that 2-seamer that breaks left-hand side of the plate from where we're looking. The rest of them are all going to, for the most part, break downward. There's a grounder to McCall on the first pitch for out number 1. 3-1 slider is bounced to Marcaldi over there at second, and 2 straight groundouts for the Mustangs to begin the game. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning to start off. Going to be up to Kenny McDaniel. Hank Aaron Awards, so this guy is good at slugging. No home runs so far this season. See if we can time up inside with that fastball on the 2-2 count. It's lined out to second base, but right at Marcaldi for the end of the inning. No offense so far to this point. Both teams 1-2-3 inning as we head to the second. Now McBride, we'll see if maybe he can get a hanging curveball here for a home run or a big base hit. Mitchie, the pitcher, has a fastball, changeup, slider, curveball. So if it's not that fastball, chances are it's going to dive downward or out. That one was the changeup. Just missed the plate, 2-2. Hoping for something we can pull with that 87 power. Although the wind is blowing inward at about 8 miles an hour. Good battle here by McBride. I think this is pitch number 7 or 8 coming up here in the at-bat. And there we go. Tape measure shot. Will it stay fair? Yes, it will. Over the advertisements out there in left field and gone. McBride with the tank shot. Let's go Phantoms indeed down there in the bottom corner. 109 miles an hour off the bat, 406 for the distance, and that was, again, with the wind blowing back in a significant amount. Here's the replay. McBride might have hooked foul if the wind wasn't blowing in to the right, but it was able to stay fair. See there, McBride giving it a look. Now Campio after the solo home run, inning resets, still nobody out. There's a fastball high up in the zone. PCI not quite square. It's a sharp ground ball to the second baseman for the out, but we had the right idea. This team is very good at pushing the ball, as here is Morcaldi with one away. 91 is what his fastball tops out at. Everything else is going to be a bit slower, including that big looping curveball. There it is. It's on the inside part of the plate. We timed it fairly well, just PCI, and the pitch location was a bit off. Now Cordova batting .207 so far this season, looking to get things going in game number 10 of the season. Wow, he ripped that one deep to left field. Is it going to stay in the park though with the wind? No, it's over the fence. And we have our second solo home run of the inning. Cordova goes deep. 380 distance, 103 off the bat. Not quite the tape measure shot that McBride had, but we'll take it. Another run on the board. Get another look there at the swing. StatCast. Just made it over the fence again with the wind. We really chased that one up in the zone too, but we were able to pull it for the home run, and now an early 2-0 lead. A couple solo home runs so far. And a short grounder to first by Salgado will end the inning. So some great offense here with these solo home runs. Let's get a look there at McBride, the longer of the two. And now Cabrera back to work. 9 scoreless innings so far to this point in the season. He's got the confidence going there, as you see by the meter pitching. That's a lazy fly ball out to Salgado and right for the out. 5-hitter Craig Samuels struggling so far this season, batting .148. We'll see if we can time up with a slider. Not so. Been featuring the fastball a lot more, and I'd like to go to some more of these breaking pitches to get the out. There's the splitter. Down in the zone, finds McCall. He goes for the leaping throw in time for out number 2. Here's Cabrera on the full count, trying to go for the slider out of the zone. Does not make it. Now Cabrera missing a few pitches in a row. 3-1 count here to the number 7 hitter. That one's ripped but foul, and it'll be a full count offering here. Do we dare go for the curveball, his 5th pitch in his arsenal? Rolled over to Callahan, the third baseman, gathers himself, throws on to first for the final out of the second, and Cabrera with another scoreless inning so far to start his season. So it'll be Jamal Callahan at the bottom of the order, batting .389, and from what I recall, the time we used him in the first game, I don't think he got much in terms of hits, so he's been pretty hot so far since then. Get a look at his career stats. 1,100 hits to this point, and a 3-1 count. Groove down the middle, but we were way early on that one. That was a slider, a meatball. Could not capitalize on it. Full count upcoming. And he takes this one for a ball, so he works his way on base anyhow. And we're back to the top of the order. Here's Taylor, looking to get hot here. Struggling a bit over these first 10 games, just over the 200 mark as of now. And he takes ball 4. So we got a little bit of speed over there at first base, but Callahan, not the most fleet-footed guy at second, so we're not going to push too many extra base opportunities if they present themselves. There's a changeup that looks like it caught the black, but is outside. Might have a 3rd straight walk here by Mitchie, struggling here to start off the 3rd. The 3-1 pitch is a fastball high, so 3 straight walks worked out by the Phantoms. The heart of the order coming up, Ramon Cervantes with a 2-1 count now. See if we can get that fastball here. Oh man, I was geared up for the fastball. An ugly swing there on the slider. Good pitch, tailing out of the zone. Now a 2-2 count to Cervantes. Oh, we went for the fastball on the outside corner to mix with the slider. Good take. Now we're back to a full count again. A walk here, forces in a run. It would be his 4th straight walk of the inning. Goes with the curveball. That's going to be over the second baseman's head for a base knock. Everybody will move up a base, and it's 3-0 Phantoms. Went with the curveball on the full count pitch. Definitely threw him for a loop, but unfortunately went right down the middle for the Mustangs. There's another ball on the curveball. McBride looking for his 2nd home run of the game. He's got the power, has a solo home run already to this point, a 2-1 count. Wow, really jammed the PCI on that one. I'm surprised it even went that far into center. Taylor at third base will score easily. It's a sacrifice fly, but a huge missed opportunity there by the lack of the PCI placement. Campio, though, with 2 runners on and still only 1 away. 3-2 pitch is down the middle, but bounced on the changeup. I was expecting another fastball, and that's going to be a double play to get it out of the inning. But another few runs on the board for Cabrera to work with, and we can start attacking these hitters. There's a chopper on the slider inside. Cervantes flips it over to Cabrera for the first out. Here's another look at Cabrera, 34 years old, stamina not quite there, so attacking the hitters would be the best course of option here, since he won't be able to last very long in the ball game. But if our offense continues to work as they have been, we might be able to go to the long reliever anyhow. We've got plenty of options in that bullpen, a lot of arms out there. There's a chopper right next to Cabrera, knocks it down straight onto the mound, and throws on to first for the next out. Only one base runner so far for Cabrera as we're back to the top of the order with 2 away in the third. That one's going to be lined, pushed the other way by the batter. Will he try for 2? No, he will not. Throw gets back in quickly to hold the runner at first, so the Mustangs now have an opportunity with 2 away. It'll be John Yoshida, the third baseman. We'll see if we can get him with the pitch low in the zone. Runner goes, but it's a taken called strike 3, and that will end the inning anyhow. Mitchie on the mound still for the Mustangs, starting his 4th inning of work, and it will be the bottom of the order, starting with the 6th hole. Ripped down the right field line, he went with that pitch, and the wind's going to take it a bit as well. Should be an easy 2-base hit. Throw comes in, and Morcaldi slides into second with the leadoff double. A little bit out of the zone, but we went for it. Good pull hitter there with Morcaldi. Oh, and Cordova. Is that going to stay fair? No. Got a fastball middle up in the zone, 8 feet outside of the foul pole. Unfortunate. Cordova nearly got his 2nd home run of the game. Just missed it. Wind couldn't push it back enough. We are early on that fastball. There's a slider high up in the zone. It's going to be chopped to second, but move that runner to third with 1 away, so we might be able to manufacture a run here in the 4th inning. Here's Salgado, the number 8 hitter, just looking to get that runner home with a contact swing. Anything up the middle should work. That's going to be a weak pop-up to the center fielder. Do we dare? I'm going to test it. That throw is right to the catcher, so I'm going to backtrack it back to third base and see if we can get a hit out of the 9 hole for that last run. It's going to be Callahan, the veteran. Walked last time he was at the plate. Looking for a base hit here to bring in that run. Another one on the outside part of the plate on the slider. Barehanded by the third baseman. Throw is there to end the inning, so he's able to work out of a jam this time, but still a 4-0 lead for the Phantoms as we reach the bottom of the 4th inning. Slider stayed flat down the middle of the plate, and that one's going to be roped into left field for a home run. No doubt shot there by Kenny McDaniel, his first of the season. 112 miles an hour off the bat. You see there, perfect swing, slider right in that middle lower half of the plate. And there is the first run that Cabrera's given up for the season. And now this one is going to be hit into right field. Salgado can't get there, but Taylor will. The speed of the batter is not going to lead him to push for that second base attempt. Now Cabrera, looking to settle himself down, has a couple solid contact hits to start off the 4th inning. Good placement there on the 2-seam fastball for strike number 2. It's going to be chopped and past a diving Cervantes, so the Mustangs with their 3rd straight hit of the inning. That one probably the weakest of the bunch, but it finds a hole. And now the tying run is up to the plate. It will be Anthony Hinojo. Change up. Not quite out of the zone, but it's going to be enough for a double play. There's a quick 2 outs. Cabrera slowly working his way out of a jam. This one's going to be tapped to the second baseman, and Cabrera, after a rough start to the inning, giving up the solo home run and then a few extra hits, does not allow anything further. Top of the order to start off the 5th. Here is Ricky Taylor. Mitchie still in there for the Mustangs. Cautiously waiting for that slider on the outside part of the plate that Mitchie's tried and gotten us on a few times. That one, though, down the middle. Taylor can't pull it enough. It's going to hang up long enough to reach the center fielder's glove, and another rough, solid hit that doesn't find the outfield grass for Taylor. That one is a bit too low, though, so ball 4 for McCall. That's going to do it for Mitchie, bringing in the bullpen arm, Carlos Marquez. Cervantes with 1 away and 1 on before we get to McBride, the cleanup hitter. Chopper could have been a double play turn by the pitcher, but instead he lets it go. Shortstop just takes the safe play to first base for the out. And now we have a runner in scoring position with 2 away for McBride. 1 for 1 so far. Took a walk in his next at-bat. Will he get another chance at a home run here? Marquez with a sinker changeup curveball, so probably going low in the zone. No, he goes up high. Good pitch. And the strikeout to end the inning. Cabrera will start inning number 5. We'll see how far he can go after that. First pitch out to Taylor in right center. gloved for the out. Cabrera at 63 pitches so far. He might be able to make his way into the 6th inning if necessary. We'll see how these next few batters go, as that one is a line shot into right for a single. Back to the top of the order for the Mustangs. That was a hit by the 9-hole. Changeup hanging in the zone by Cabrera. This one slapped the other way to Cordova, but right at him. There's 2 away. Big second out there for Cabrera. Strands that runner at first. What I might do is see if Cabrera can get out of this inning, and then we start to face the heart of the order for the Mustangs. So I might see if he gets in any trouble next inning, and then go to our bullpen from there after like 5 1/3. Looking for that last strike of the 5th inning. Swung on and missed, and indeed, a strikeout to end the 5th puts himself in line for the win to this point as we move on to the 6th inning. Here's Campio to start off the inning. 2 ground outs to this point. Looking to maybe get some solid contact via line drive this time around. And there's the fastball again. I just can't read the fastball. I'm expecting something else. It's able to get the strikeout on that one. Now a 3-1 count though to our next hitter. This one, a fastball, will miss outside for the walk to Marcaldi. Now here's Cordova with a solo home run. Nearly had a second. 1 for 2 so far. Ooh, the changeup low in the zone got me. Salgado with the deep drive, hooking foul on the sinker no less. Really tagged that one, but it trends foul. 2-2 count. That one's going to be back up the middle and past the shortstop, so we'll give our 9-hole a chance to perhaps drive in a run. Callahan with a 2-1 count. And Callahan with a lazy fly ball to center. We missed the fastball down the heart of the plate. That'll end the 6th. Here's Cabrera to start the 6th inning. His energy now in the yellow. See how much more we can get out of him. Good 2-seamer that comes back across and catches the black for strike number 2. His splitter has been his best secondary pitch so far today. Can we get him on the splitter? Tap foul by McDaniel. McDaniel with the solo home run on the slider earlier, so hopefully we can time up inside. No, he's able to turn on that one, the fastball, down the line, and I think that's going to spell the end of the day for Cabrera as we go to our bullpen options. 5 innings plus, gave up the solo homer, 6 hits in total, but was effective, leaves with the lead intact and the chance at the win. It'll be up to Chuck Bauer, one of our setup relievers, so far 2 innings this year. A save opportunity, it's got a 4-seamer, 2-seamer, slider, curveball. Tops out at 96 miles an hour. Curveball low in the zone. See if Bauer gets the K here. Perfect. Exactly where we wanted that pitch. Even if he made contact, that's a double play ball, but we'll take the strikeout. 1 away here in the 6th. That was against the 4-hole hitter. Cervantes, a chopper to first. McCall back to Bauer covering, and that's a double play to get out of the inning. Exactly what we needed out of our bullpen. Quells the threat. We move to the 7th. Moreno, the new pitcher for the Mustangs, up against the leadoff hitter, Ricky Taylor. Perfect hit by Taylor, but is it going to have enough steam with the wind to make it out? Center fielder looks up. Oh, he makes it a catch. Taylor just cannot catch a break right now. Even on a perfect. Doesn't have enough to make it out of the yard. McCall here with 1 away in the 7th. That's a splitter down the middle. Unbelievable dive there by the defense. It looked like he was early on the dive, but it went to his glove, and he makes the play for the out. Get another look here at the defensive play. They've really streamlined the diving animations this year. It looks a lot more clean. Now Cervantes, before we get to McBride in the 4-hole, looking to get a runner on. Late on a fastball, that's going to be out to right field. For the out, a 1-2-3 inning for the Mustangs, and they'll look to get the bats working. Phantoms still hold a 4-1 lead. Bauer in his 2nd inning of work, looking to shut down the opposition. Full count. Fastball inside, swung on and missed for strike number 3. 2 strikeouts and a double play to this point for Bauer. He is feeling it right now. We'll just let him go as long as he can. There's a bouncer to McCall. Doesn't charge it, takes his time. Batter out by a step. 2 quick outs for Bauer here in the 7th. He could go for a while too based on his stamina. 2-strike count to Schneider. Here's the curveball. Hopefully we'll end the inning. No, just barely tap foul by Schneider. Very late on the curveball. 2-seamer out of the zone. See if we'll get him on this one. It's pop foul. McBride has a chance at it. Not going to get there. Taylor with a deep fly to right center. Again, the wind going to knock it down before it gets to the wall. That'll end the 7th, and I might see if I take Lawson to go for 2 innings. Hasn't gotten any pitching to this point that I can see. Nothing on the record, at least, so he might be able to go 2 innings comfortably. Now here is McBride, home run earlier in the game. Got a hitter's count, 3-1, with Campio on deck. A splitter left up in the zone. McBride jumps over it, and that's going to be his 2nd home run of the game. Oh wow, that just barely made it over the line there, off the batter's eye. McBride with his 3rd home run of the season, as the user that is, 2nd of the game. This one not quite the tape measure shot as last time. 392 to dead center is enough to make it over the fence. I am loving this guy's power against right-handed hitters. Even on one where the PCI placement wasn't the greatest, leaves the ballpark. Well, that kind of negates the save situation, but I'm still going to give Denson some time here in the bullpen. 5-1 now the score. Campio jammed on that one. Jammed the PCI down as well. There's out number 1. Morcaldi gets into one. Another fastball low in the zone, but not quite the power that McBride has. Taken in a couple steps in front of the warning track for out number 2. Now Cordova. 3 home runs so far today. 1 by him, the other 2 by McBride. 2-1 count here. Oh, he might have another one. Went out of the zone for it, though. A bit high up in the plates. And again, not quite the McBride power that we see. Looked good off the bat, at least. There's another look at McBride's home run to center field. Here comes Lawson out of the pen. Again, his 1st game of the year. We're just looking to get him some work. 35 out of 50 saves last year. ERA close to 6. Yikes. This guy, though, is one of the best rated players on the roster. So can he prove himself as the closer this year? There's a changeup. Not sure what the batter's looking at there. That's right down the middle for strike 3. 2-seam fastball, changeup, and sinker for Lawson. None of which are the fastest pitches, but they all tend to break at the last moment. Might fool a lot of batters. Which pitch is coming? A lot of our guys have 2-seam fastballs, though, and not a 4-seam option. So that's going to throw me off as the season goes on. There's a pop out to Callahan at 3rd, and he'll glove it for out number 2. There's another pop up on the breaking pitch by Lawson. A 1-2-3 inning to end the 8th. 1 more inning to go. 8-9-1 to lead off the 9th, looking for some insurance. 2-seamer misses by the new pitcher, Calvin Gonzalez. Misses the outside corner again. That's ball 4. Callahan with a full count. There's a good hit by Callahan, his 1st of the game. Change up. Got on top of it a bit, but not enough to lead to a double play ball. It had enough steam on it to make it out to right field. Now Taylor with a chance. He's 0 for 3 so far. 2 runners on. Last time he had a perfect that was gloved. Now this one loops down the right field line, stays fair. It's going to score a run, but we're not going to send the runner at 3rd. We have 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. And finally, Ricky Taylor with a break. The one time he decides to push the ball rather than drive it, and it stays fair by about a foot. McCall up next. Infield playing back. That one's going to not find the grass. Wasted out number 1 there. Does not advance the runners. Too short in the outfield. Cervantes with a 2-2 count now, 1 away. This one also seems pretty short, especially with the speed that we have out there at 3rd base. So after that double by Taylor, nothing doing so far for the Phantom. It's going to be McBride with the full count. Will they walk him or even pitch around him? At this point, he has 2 home runs. No, they will miss low. McBride will not get a chance at a 3rd home run, but the bases are loaded now for Luis Campio, our hottest hitter. He's 0 for 4 today, but has the best average on the team to this point in the season. There is a 2-seam fastball up the middle, knocked down by the second baseman, but a run is going to score. Definitely prevented the second run from scoring. Taylor out there with his speed at 2nd. Would have likely scored had it made it past the second baseman. And now the Mustangs bringing in their closer from last year, Joshua Baker, to face Morcaldi. A big 2-out bases loaded opportunity here. 6 runs is already a heavy deficit for the Mustangs, but anything more is a backbreaker for sure. Is a cutter inside. He pulls it down the line. Oh my goodness, what a catch by the right fielder to save perhaps a triple. That computer defense. Oh my. Well, maybe it would have trended foul. I don't really know, but a great play nonetheless. And now it'll be up to Lawson to get those final 3 outs of the game. Mustangs down by 6. 1-2 count by Lawson. Change up. A dot on the outside corner. Perfect strike for out number 1. Here's another pop fly. A lot of infield pop flies forced by Lawson so far. And there's an out number 2. Phantoms 1 out away from their 3rd straight user victory where we only give up 1 run. Pitching has been solid so far this season. We have so many options in the bullpen too, where our starters only have to go 5 or 6 innings. A lot of the relief pitchers we have in our bullpen are the strength. They're in the gold to diamond range, mid-80s. And now with a 2-2 count, Lawson looking for the final strike of the game. This one's going to be chopped right in front of the catcher. McBride throws on to first for the final out, and there's your ball game. The Phantoms win this one 7-1. Again, our 3rd straight user victory where we only give up 1 run. A few home runs hits by McBride mainly, and we get our revenge on the Mustangs, even though it's our first time playing them. We just happen to have that one mistake a game where we give up a home run to the opposition, or last time out I think it was a single up the middle, something like that. Some solid defense though by the Mustangs. You had the diving play at second, this one to save a few runs, and upon that look it looked like it would have been fair, but Cabrera with the win. He moves to 2-0 on the season. So that'll do it for this episode of the Salem Phantoms. Again, the first 3 games have been over the course of the first couple weeks. We'll start simulating a bit more, getting further into the season, late April. That way we don't just keep winning a bunch of ball games early on in the season. I want to see how my team also does when we simulate those games. Who's hot, who's not, if there's any adjustments or trades that I have to make. So next time's matchup will likely be against the Ottawa Beavers or the Baltimore Glory later on here in April. We'll go ahead and simulate in the meantime. But thanks so much for watching. A good showing here by the Phantoms. A couple of home runs by McBride. And that's something I would love to see a lot more of going forward. That easy power against right-handed hitters. This is Kasabe signing off for now. We'll see you in the next episode.